And this match has everything, right? You got a PvP featuring MaxPax, Geralt, a team kill, spawning in the upper right. It's our blue Protoss, Geralt. Lower left, red Protoss. You know him well. It's MaxPax. See MaxPax opting for the low ground pylon in front of the natural. Geralt going high ground at the ramp. As we again see a more and more common stylistic difference amongst Protosses here on maps that do feature this high ground natural ramp. We see Geralt dropping the gateway, MaxPax dropping nothing, moving out on the map. Love it. Very exciting. Second probe moving down. It's looking like Nexus first here out of MaxPax. Very, very cool. And Geralt gonna get that scout. Gate Forge for Geralt at home. And a little bit of a probe scuffle here as 3-4 workers coming down for MaxPax to dogpile Geralt's worker as the forge not quite finished. And MaxPax, well aware of the various different behind mineral patch pylon setups that are possible. Quite a bit of lost mining time here as the workers aren't quite able to stop the cannon from going up, but now that is enough of a pull here to get the cancel. And MaxPax gonna potentially get away with this Nexus. Geralt coming in with another probe, dropping a cannon. Only 2 workers to attack that cannon. Not going to be enough to really shut it down just yet, as the probe almost sneaks into wall off. 4 workers is going to be enough. And the question here, as the dust settles and MaxPax is able to secure this nat, will be who is ahead and by how far in terms of economy and in terms of tech. And we see Geralt just now dropping the Cyber. Cyber a bit further ahead for MaxPax. And kind of funny Zealot fight here going on in the base of MaxPax. Both gases done and saturated here for MaxPax. Same for Geralt. Much better saturation in the main for Geralt, but of course mining quite a bit in the natural as well, as Geralt's natural about halfway done. So all in all here, you got to give it to MaxPax with the fairly significant worker lead, especially given that we're looking at a mirror match. The Zealot hoping to even the odds here. Gonna get 4 kills for the Adept shuts it down. That does go quite a long way here towards evening the odds. As we see, a 5th worker killed in the main base by the other Zealot. So as we kind of normalize here, we see MaxPax up 3 workers and dropping a pylon in the base of Geralt as double Stargate goes down. A bit greedy here, I think, if you're Geralt, and the question is going to be, will this pylon get scouted? It will. These 2 players as teammates, I think, you know, very hip to the mind games and different weird things that they may see out of one another, and Geralt leaving no stone unturned here. So we see a greedy Nexus that MaxPax is able to get away with in the early game, and what looks to me to be a greedy double Stargate that I think Geralt is going to get away with. We see Stalker Shield Battery to try to hold the Nat, and really kind of a disorganized, chaotic game here. MaxPax hitting a pylon block, but taking that 3rd Nexus. As the pylon does finish, what is this Twilight research going to be? We see double Oracle about to finish here, and Geralt looking to bank until they're both done at minimum. 2 Adepts shade in to the natural of Geralt here, and managed to get a couple of worker kills before being chased off by these pair of stalkers. The oracles are going to fly down, and they may actually catch the scout on this third base here. It looks like they will. Very, very cool pickup here if you're MaxPax. And we see Blink started as well as a Robo underway. Now, as much as these oracles scout the third base, the third base does scout the oracles, and MaxPax able to move into position here to defend. Gonna go ahead and shoo those oracles out, bruising one to almost no hull HP remaining, and costing a good chunk of energy just turning the beams on and not getting a lot done. We see MaxPax continuing to compound that worker lead that he's had all game, and double Void Ray production going to start as a Robo does go down for Geralt. The Hallucinated Phoenix will scout the tech here. MaxPax does know absolutely everything about his opponent's tech choice here, and Geralt going to hide some tech. Now, what is this pylon going to grab? And what are we actually going to see here that does not seem to be scouted? And it's actually not going to be hidden tech. It's going to be hidden economy, folks. As the double Oracle going back down here to the base of the third base of MaxPax, the weakened Oracle going to go down, and a bit of miscontrol here as only 2 workers killed for quite a bit of hull damage on that Oracle. I would say that's about 50-50, MaxPax being in a good position, and Geralt maybe getting a bit too aggressive. We see a 4-pack of Stalkers and 3 Zealots and a Sentry. Gonna make a move out here, see what they're able to get done. Now, this looks like it is intended to cancel a third. And, of course, MaxPax not going to be hip to the actual location of that third. MaxPax pulling back everything but the Stalkers, thinking, you know, I think I actually want to use units that are a bit more nimble. The Void Rays now, 4 of them, going to try for a backstab here on the third base. MaxPax can maybe fight this off with a super battery if the Stalkers are in position, but they're not. And that battery going to get zapped down instantly. And I think MaxPax might lose the third base. This is quite a game, folks. Not something that you see every day. Commitment of 2 Void Rays plus a recall to go ahead and get this base. The third Void Ray almost goes down, but just manages to make it out with a little bit of hull HP. As we see, Geralt going for this mixed Void Ray Immortal style. And we see MaxPax taking a 4th base, retaking the 3rd, and massing a fairly large army out on the map. But again, the 3rd base isn't where MaxPax thinks that it ought to be. Really, really interesting to see how this unfolds, as now when MaxPax does make a move on this base, there will be one there, 4 base to 4. I don't believe Geralt knows about MaxPax's 4th, but certainly is aware of the 3rd base being retaken. See 1 Void Ray patrolling for a potential Warp Prism move out, as a Zealot run by is prepared by MaxPax for what exactly? I'm not sure. I assume MaxPax would make a move on the Nat while attacking the 3rd with those Zealots, but instead, getting a cancel on the 3rd, posturing in front of the Natural, and moving out to actually scout that 4th base. The Prism looks like it may want to ferry a few units into the main, but it might actually get caught by this Void Ray. 15 workers going down at the 4th base here of Geralt, and MaxPax just absolutely getting the better end of each and every aspect of this right now. Disruptor production is underway here for Geralt, but I'm not really sure. It looks like with the super battery going down, MaxPax saying, you know what, I don't need to fight that. I've got stuff in your main. And it looks like that Prism was able to slip in, warping in some Zealots. The Void Ray Patrol just not quite a wide enough path, and everything's starting to crumble to pieces here for Geralt. Zealots attacking the 4th base. The 3rd never restarted. And the Natural, sure, it'll be secured by this Disruptor and High Ground Void Ray Immortal. But even with MaxPax losing a fair amount of army here, you're just so far ahead economically. I think you can afford to get a little bit too aggressive, make a few mistakes like that. You know, keeping in mind, of course, while MaxPax may be hemorrhaging some units out on the map, there are 4 mining bases behind this, and they're not being contested at all by MaxPax's teammate Geralt. So, you know, for this to stabilize here, you're looking at MaxPax throwing away additional army to the point where this worker lead can be closed. And I'm not sure that I really see it outside of, you know, MaxPax donating an army or two to just, you know, ridiculous disruptor hits. Things like, you know, 2 zealots tearing down this 4th base and, you know, 20 workers or whatever it was. It's just not something you can really come back from, barring some disruptor magic. We see good hits going down, but the disruptor's now killed, and an aggressive blink forward by MaxPax. I suspect we're going to see GG very shortly here. And GG has called MaxPax up 1-0 in this team kill.